All right, everybody. One of our favorite people is on the show today. The amazing Shoocharu, Simon Macko. Great guy. I've been working with him forever. Such a talented dude and so fun to talk to. If you want to watch this episode, patreon.com/late night. Also ad-free versions over there. And hey, I'm on tour a bunch this month. Go to TreyMagnifique.com to see my dates. Doing 1 date a month in Vegas. And I'm opening for Jazz Emu on his West Coast tour in the September 20s. So go check that out as well. Also, new music from Ninja Sex Party is out. We did our first single, Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News from Under the Covers Volume 4. So go find that on the NSP channel. But we're talking today to the self-described bad boy of the internet, the most dangerous animator you know. And we've got him here again. We're a friend of the show, longtime collaborator. I'm treating this like I'm introducing someone right off the bat here, which has never happened.
Which is not what's happening. There's a warrant out for his arrest. Part of this is this is a honeypot operation. You're being served.
Yeah. I am famous as America's honeypot. That's the government calls me that, to be fair. What's that face, Leighton?
You're famous for something, all right.
Yeah, Brian Wecht, honeypot for hire. And I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm willing to, if you want to pay me to be a honeypot, I'm willing to I have 2 long-standing offers. One is I will be your honeypot for money. The other is I would still join Jake Paul's Team 10 Hype House if asked. So, Jake, I'm waiting for you to call me.
I have a question for both of you. What's a honeypot operation that would work on you? Like if the government was trying to catch you by luring you into a situation that would just be too good to pass up, what would get you?
This is a very good question.
Well, can I real quick just be a representation of every non-American listener you have? What the fuck is a honeypot?
Okay, great. Good. Simon, I'm glad you asked. Leighton, since you're the one who fucking brought it up in the first place, do you want to describe what a honeypot is?
Please do.
Yeah. Should I just Google and describe?
No, just say it off the dome. How would you describe it?
It's a trap.
And then I'll do my favorite thing, which is to fact check you real time.
Yeah, I know. It's like a trap operation. If you want to catch a criminal or whatever else, you set up a situation, and I think classically it's like a woman ?
Yeah, like a sexy broad, right?
Yeah. This is a little. I think, it's mainly in fiction, but yeah.
Although I'm sure this has happened in real life.
Operational practice involving the use of a covert agent, usually female, to create a sexual or romantic relationship to compromise a target.
Yeah, so, I'm glad they said sexual or romantic, because those are 2 very different things to me.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Well, to the way I do it.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't mean it necessarily in that specific sense, but if covert agents were trying to catch you out,
with an irresistible temptation.
With an irresistible temptation. Yes.
So you think, and I think part of the crucial thing here is part of your brain is like, this maybe is a trap, but I gotta do it because it's so tempting.
Right. And well, I mean, for me personally, the answer is in the name of the thing. I mean, little known fact, I really love honey. I really love pot. So it's pretty fucking easy.
That's right. Yeah. So they send you to an apiary/dispensary.
Yeah.
And or they put up a big sign. What would you call? Wait. The bees weed. What would you call it? I mean, that's pretty. The bees weeds. That's pretty good.
No, that's terrible.
You could probably just call it the beeswax, maybe.
Oh, the beeswax. Yeah.
Beeswax is good because wax is done. Cut, print, check the gate.
What would my honeypot be? I don't know. I mean, there's a non-fun answer, which is your kid's in trouble. Right. That's the non-funny answer. That's irresistible. If someone says...
Yeah, but that's not irresistible in like a positive way. That's just a crisis.
Yes, that's true. Let's
What
see.
about just money?
Money, but it would take okay.
Don't
but
you
there's
love
some
money,
point,
Brian?
Oh, Simon, I love money. I'm a stridently pro-capitalist. But the thing with the money is it's hard to come up with a number that would seem plausible but also be irresistible, right?
Well, yeah, because if someone was like, "There's $5 million waiting for you at this blind drop," go get
who
it.
would take that? That's a pathetically small amount of money to me.
You don't even
Like
get
that.
out of bed for unless.
No, do you know what
10
my
million.
floor for getting out of bed is actually? I have a famous number that I used to tell Brent all the time. I don't get out of bed for less than blank. Do you know what this number is?
No,
$75K. I
right.
don't get out of bed for less than $75,000.
So who gave you $75,000 this morning? Because you're
Well, that's
clearly
a-
not in bed now.
Well, I have a system of backers, so I don't know whose day it is today. They rotate.
Okay.
But all right. But what is my actual fun answer? I don't know that I have one. Certainly, it's probably jazz related, right? There's like some irresistibly good jazz happening here. I'm not much of a collector, so you know what? It might be a really great show, right? There's like a private show. Here we go. It's a private show. Who's doing the show? Let's see. It's like one of these, and these happen, right? These like, hey, X person is dropping by. They're going to do a show for 100 people, really on the down low, like for record execs or whatever, come on by. And I know this because Jim Roach gets invited to these occasionally and then tells me about them. Who would be playing at that? Probably Weird Al. Maybe Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo.
Nice. Good pick.
Tom Waits. I only listen to male artists, so
Yeah, of course.
who would be really irresistible?
Iggy Pop.
I personally, I'm not much of an Iggy Pop guy. Is he dead? Did he die?
No.
I can't remember now. I don't know. He's old. Simon, you have to admit he's old enough where he might have died.
He's like
Well,
40.
You
Iggy-
should pick someone who's dead for this.
Yeah, someone who's dead.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Who
like
is it?
actually
Who's-
they were not
Quincy
dead.
Jones. It's Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones he's doing okay. I've
Iggy
got
Pop's 78, by the way.
78. Yeah. See, he's
Okay.
fucking old, and he looks like he's 100.
Yes, he does.
But he does have a lust for life, so he keeps going. Here's what gets me. I have a very good answer now. Quincy Jones faked his own death. By the way, Quincy Jones famously said he knew who killed Kennedy in an interview with, was it like GQ or something? This is like a couple years ago too. Not that long ago. He said all this crazy interview with him where he's like, I know who killed Kennedy, but I can't tell you. So anyway, faked his own death. In order to, they're doing a We Are the World style thing, right? Where they're getting this like gigantic ensemble of all of my favorite artists, right? And it's to raise money. I guess it would have to be raise money for a cause I like. Let's see. But we will come back to that. But it's like they get this giant slate of
this
artists.
is so much longer of an answer. Any momentum we might have had is fucking gone. I set up a
Yeah.
good question,
You
and
asked
here
me
we
a
are,
question.
like fucking 10 minutes later, like, oh, Mark Mothersbaugh.
Okay, sorry I didn't have fucking weed and bees at
Can
my
I just say,
disposal.
what kind of crimes have you done where the police is doing this much to catch you?
Oh, wow.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
A gentleman never tells, Simon.
They could
of
just
course.
show up at your house.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Ask around is what I'll say.
Right, okay.
Okay, well, okay. Just now that you fucking are getting all up on your high horse about it, I won't continue with this explanation. But it
Thank
would be
you.
a
Good.
massive collection of. Now I'm actually going to do it. Now, just to spite you, I'm going to keep going. Who are my
This
favorite
podcast
artists?
runs on spite. It might as well be called Latent Spite with Brian Wack.
Oh, I like that. Latent spite. Anyway, well, speaking of that, you did basically just introduce the show. Leighton, why don't you introduce the show and say, and then throw to our little guest here.
Little
That's
guest.
diminutive. That's like demeaning.
It's not demeaning.
Well,
That's
I guess
cute.
he did just say that he would be wooed by a jar of honey like a cartoon bear. So
Absolutely, for sure.
All right, welcome to Late Night with Brian Wecht. I'm Leighton Gray. You could easily get me if you said there was an estate sale, whether it's like Everything Must Go, Criterion Collection, Spines 1 through 1000, and also rare VHS tapes.
Well, now.
Easy, done. That was one sentence. The other one, the other one over there is Brian Wecht and mystery guest. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Simon Macko, and I'm very pleased to be here.
Fucko, I love that. The Simon, of course, is one of my favorite people. We have been working together we were talking about this the other day because we're working on something else right now. It's like 8 years or something.
Yeah.
And
too long.
Yeah, absolutely too long. I keep trying to end it, but you keep pulling me back in with your irresistible. Now that's the honeypot right there. It's, hey, Simon sends me an email. He's like, yeah, it's just you. You send me an email and you're like, I really want to work on a new thing with you. Meet me at blam. That's irresistible to me. That's actually irresistible.
Amazing.
But Simon, I genuinely can't imagine what my career would look like without you. You know, like you have been such an integral part of NSP, of Go Banana Go, of so many things. And it's like, I don't think my life would be the same if we hadn't, met all those years ago. And I'm not being glib when I say that. Like, you have done such great stuff. You're so fun to work with. You're just the best. Like, you're one of the, when I think about the people who have, been invaluable collaborators, like I'm looking at two of them right now. And I'm just thrilled that you're back on the show and we get to hang out again.
Well, shit, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, obviously, it goes 1,000 times the same way back to you. Like, I think you and Danny have basically paid for my living for.
Keep
for
his name out of your
now.
goddamn mouth, first of all.
Excuse me, sorry.
Who?
Yeah. That's our an occasional thing I say. No, well, sorry. Please keep going. I saw the bit. So not a bit.
Fucking hell. No, but yeah, obviously I think we talked about I was like 18 when I made the first NSP video for you. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like 37 or something. So it's
the
like
same age as Iggy Pop.
Yeah. I mean, it's completely insane how much like one little like exchange can just steamroll an entire thing.
Well, totally. And I something I hadn't put together until right now is that both of you actually are people who I met when you were both quite young. I mean, late teens, right? Like 18-ish. Leighton, I guess when we met the first time at a convention, you were younger. But when we like got introduced as colleagues, you were 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And
this is actually why the honeypot operation is a go. Simon, I'll be talking to you about this afterwards. We got to get Quincy on the horn. Yeah.
Let me know. I'll get him for you. But it is so great to meet like a young, talented person and find like, oh my God, we can do stuff together. And then suddenly it's like this whole like thing where we've been working together for years and keep having new stuff. Now we can't talk about the thing we're working on right now.
No,
but it is a thing that I am very excited about.
As am I.
And Leighton knows about it. We can't discuss it, but I sent you an email about a week ago with the subject, guess what? Which
I was really scared when I saw that.
Yeah. Which I hadn't really realized when I said it, because that could definitely go either way.
Yeah.
But suffice it to say, I was trying sort of a Hail Mary thing, and you were down, and now we're doing something, which people will see sooner rather than later. But we can't say what it is.
Absolutely. That's very like a sex. Now that I've got your attention, vote for Bart type strat.
Oh,
yeah.
Now I love sex. Now that I've got your attention, I mean, whatever.
That's kind of your entire career, though.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly right. It's the thing is, it always works. It always works.
Always.
Okay, this might be a little too revealing. There is something that happened to me at a party a couple days ago.
Were there
Which was
masks
the
involved,
equivalent
and was
for me-
Tom Cruise there?
Tom Cruise is always there at the parties I go to.
When you say party, do you mean the library?
Look, we all know I love jerking off in the library. It's kind of my thing. This is not what I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
I was at a party. This is my personal equivalent, and actually maybe somewhat ties into one of the things we definitely want to talk about, which is Criterion, which Leighton mentioned before. I was at a party, and I heard something that piqued my interest about as hard as anything I've ever heard at a party. This guy from across the room says, "Have you seen the movie which is a late 70s, early 80s horror exploitation film about snakes?" And is, I'd say in that genre is fairly well known, but in the grand scheme of things is somewhat obscure. Very in line with, think a worse version of The Birds. There have been variations of this, of course, animals taking over. Frogs, from around the same time, with the tagline, "Today the Pond, Tomorrow the World." Is a movie that has, the title is, and I counted this after I got home, 7 S's. That's it. That is the title of the film. And this guy mentioned and I ran across the room to talk to him about this movie. I was so excited. It was, if he had said, "Now that I got your attention," it could not have worked better.
Once this motion picture sinks its fangs into you, you'll never be the same. And then with the parentheses, don't say it, hiss it.
Has either of you heard of this film before?
No. Wow, it's a guy who kind of... Oh, apparently they covered it on Red Letter Media. This is good to know.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
It's famous because of I think... were it not for the title, it probably would just fade into obscurity. But that title is such a fucking swing.
Yes.
That, I love it. I love it.
Have you seen it?
The images I'm seeing of the snake man in this.
The snake, yes. Mm-hmm. So this is a movie where I have read extensively about it, seen pictures, never seen the film.
Oh my God!
So
the
it
GIF,
could be really good.
The GIF of this guy turning into a snake is crazy.
Hold on, I gotta look this up. What did you search for? Skiffs?
I mean, let's see here. I'll in the private chat. I'll drop a.
Oh, I got it. Oh fuck yeah!
Holy shit!
This is great. See.
Holy shit.
Now this is the...
Oh my God, this one's really good too.
So this movie, one of the reasons I like it is because many years ago when I was in college, I wrote a trivia question, which to this day I am proud of, which is name the only 2 movies that have 5 consecutive S's in their titles. And this was obviously one of them. Mm-hmm. There's another one from probably roughly the same time period.
Is it the sequel to this one?
Yes, too.
One more S.
No, it is Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song.
Oh my God, Brian, I was going to reference the fucking Simpsons episode title that that's clearly based on.
Yeah, because it has badass is spelled badass with 5 S's. So I have always loved this trivia question. And maybe there's more now. I wrote this question close to 25 years ago.
Really almost said Sweet Seymour Skinner's Badass Song.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a reference to this, I think it's a Melvin Van Peebles movie from the 70s, also, which I haven't seen. But, I'm a buff.
You are a buff, indeed. How did we get here? Oh, yeah, you were saying the thing about the party. Didn't you also share a crazy conversation starter? Because that's where I thought you were going with it.
I did. And again, the story, now, if you thought the story I just told was anticlimactic, get ready for this one. So I go over to this guy to talk about there's an old dude sitting next to him who has very the dude, Big Lebowski vibes. And by old, not old, but like 70-ish, 65 maybe. And out of nowhere goes, look, do you want to know the real truth behind Walker, Texas Ranger? And any conversation that was happening about got totally derailed by this comment. And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. Now, I'm not going to say what he told me because it may be an unsubstantiated rumor.
That's my favorite kind of rumor.
Yeah. Suffice to say, there was some accusations of plagiarism involved. So.
No.
You've given us the biggest, juiciest hook here.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Walker Texas Ranger stands are going to come out of the woodwork and come after you about it? And really, they can't come after you too hard because what are they going to do? Walk at you?
In their walkers because that's how old they all are?
Good night.
Yeah. Very
Jesus.
good. Well, I was going to ask you, actually, the honeypot thing reminded me, Simon. I'm curious. To you, I want to know, what are the baffling things about America? Like, what's the shit that you see and you're like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Aside from the obvious ones.
Well, yeah. Aside from the, right. Aside from political bullshit.
I'm honestly kind of blank.
Okay.
I can't really think of anything.
Well, because you told me something the other day that we can cut this out if you don't want me to share it, although I think it's fine. Is you said a lot of time when we give you notes on videos about this is okay, that's not okay.
Yeah.
You genuinely don't understand why.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting because that's just like, I think Americans tend to be a little more prudish than Europeans. Yeah. And sometimes someone will be like, okay, well, that maybe too many veins on that one over there, or whatever.
That's just how we do it here.
Yeah, you tend to just agree, even though you don't really understand why. Is that fair?
That is absolutely the truth. I think and just cut this if it's not okay. My favorite one was from the Let's Save the Earth NSP music video, and I was toying around with a bunch of different sort of imagery, and one of them was Ninja Brian shoots down an airplane to sort of save the environment, and you were just like, we're not doing that. And it took me a second. I was like, why? What's wrong with airplanes? And then I was like, oh, right, you have that whole thing.
Sounds like someone forgot.
Yeah. We have that whole 9/11 thing, which I've apologized for. And I was like,
that was a half spit take, I want you to know.
Thank you. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? It's probably fine, but that one specifically, I was like, I don't know. I feel like air terrorism maybe is not. It's
but it was
still
really
kind of a
fun
sore
looking.
point.
So
it was very fun. Yeah. We can totally keep that in. I think that's fine.
As long as you just label it Taylor Swift's private jet.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Actually, no, that would honestly make a larger, more rabid group of people angrier than 9/11 people.
I think
right?
so. I mean, yeah, 9/11 is like
who would you rather have on your bad side? People who are extremely serious about 9/11 or Swifties? I know what I'm picking.
Yeah, 100%.
Because one of those groups of people isn't going to try to strangle me with friendship bracelets.
Well, let's just say 9/11 was a while ago, and Taylor Swift is still like a current thing. So Swifties are probably more hot on the plate, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would say, at least in 2025, there's more work being done, like conspiracy thinking about Taylor Swift than there is about 9/11.
This is true. Yeah, the Gaylor truthers.
Yeah, exactly. Like you definitely have the, whatever, the buildings didn't fall from the plane type people still at it, but that really has died down.
Yeah.
But can I just say, in terms of like, from an outsider looking in at America, one of my favorite, I don't go to Reddit ever, but one of my favorite subreddits is US defaultism or something like that. And it's basically just Americans online who assume everybody they're talking to is American.
Uh-huh.
And that is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
because I can't even I literally can't imagine just assuming everybody is from the same place as me.
No, of course not.
Maybe if they were speaking Danish, but
sure, which has a relatively small population that speaks it, right?
A little bit teeny tiny, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
But-
it's well into the millions, but it's not, large in the grand scheme of languages.
No. I think you could pick the smallest town in America, and they would have like the double amount of people as Denmark.
Yeah, pretty much. No, that baffles me too. But it is because you go to America. If you're in the middle of America, it's just nothing else anywhere but America, and there's no reason to assume that the rest of the world is even out there for such a person. And I forget, famously, there's like a relatively low percentage of Americans that have passports. People tend not to travel out of the country or be aware of other things. But yeah, this is definitely true. Can you think of any specific examples of default Americanism that you saw?
Yes, and this will be quite on point with what this episode is going to be about eventually. More often than not, I will see a news article saying this old classic film is coming back to theaters. And for a second, I will jump up and down with joy, and then I will remember, oh, wait, let me just check which theaters. Yeah, and it is only American theaters.
Yeah, and often with that, it's like New York, LA, and Chicago, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe one in Canada, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, it gets me every single time. I'm so pissed.
I did see Back to the Future. They're doing something for the 40th anniversary this year, putting it back out, but I don't know where. I would see that a lot.
Well,
I
you're
saw
a
that
man of a certain age and cultural persuasion, so of course you're going to go see that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and when it came out, I saw it like 5 times in the theaters that summer because I was 10. It was 1985. I was 10 years old. I
God.
loved Back to the Future. One of the first online message boards I ever went to with my 2400 baud modem was a Back to the Future themed message board where, oh God, what was it called? I can't even remember right now. But yeah, it was just like Back to the Future themed specifically. And exactly, you're picturing it, dial up with the modem, log on, all the stuff. Sister would pick up the phone line to call one of her friends. It would disconnect. It was awesome. Yeah.
Simon, are we the same age? I'm 28.
I'm 26.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's very rare. I'm not used to being the older one in these situations.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's great. It feels good not being the babyest person on a call, but I also assumed you were older because you have such a prodigious output and work ethic.
Well, and I think, tell me if you agree with this, both of you. Simon, I think you carry yourself as older than 26.
Yes.
When I see you and when we've met, you have kind of a, mature is the wrong word, but maybe a confidence or something about you that it feels like if I had to look at you, I'd be like, that's like a 35-year-old, like not the way you look, but the way you carry. But hey, first of all, 35 is fucking young. Okay,
Brian.
First of all. But I'm saying you have the confidence of someone who is in their mid-30s, I think.
Good save. Thank you.
It's not a save. It's what I fucking meant.
Jesus Christ, man.
Also, can we not pretend 35 is old? I know maybe to someone
it's pretty
of
old.
your persuasion.
It's not old, but Brian, the way you set it up was definitely. I already felt weird about my thing, which was completely meant as a compliment and wasn't as severe as like, yeah, you
can't
seem
give
like
people compliments
35.
anymore, Leighton. You can't compliment someone's appearance anymore.
You really
just say
can't
someone
say
looks
anything
nice.
anymore.
Simon, I think you should smile more. I think you'd be prettier if you
Thank
smiled
you.
more.
That was very nice of you to say, actually.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking out for your
All
best
is
interests,
forgiven.
of course.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course.
I will say, and this is not at all to bring it down, but I don't know if you know this, but my dad is actually completely blind.
I didn't know
And
that.
so growing up with a handicapped parent just automatically makes it so you're more like mature from a
You have to be
from
more
an early age.
responsible. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I have felt like a grown up for a very, very long time.
Yeah, that makes
even
sense.
though it probably only happened like 5 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So, and he was blind. Is he blind from birth or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Completely blind, and which, led to a lot of hilarious little mischievous scenarios because we found out he was blind very early. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And you have siblings?
Oh yes, all boys. So we were just a whole fucking family of trolls running around, trying to trick our poor dad.
I cannot even imagine the shit Audrey would try to do if I couldn't see. It would be
exactly
relentless.
Yeah, I watched her just the other week stab you with a fake knife in the face.
Yeah.
After locating it, going, hell yeah, and then just going
and me
nuts
saying,
with it.
Audrey, put that down, because I was worried she would stab me in the face, which she then proceeded to do exactly that.
Okay.
So
you
are
were right
you?
to,
Yeah. Are more people in your family artistic, or are you the artsy one?
It's me and my older brother, and then my dad actually as well. He's a musician, which I always find really, really funny because he came to the NSP concert in 2019. I was like, Dad, don't you want to meet these people who give me money? And he was like, nah, fuck it. And
I don't remember if you told us that. That's really funny.
Yeah, I was really hoping he would meet you too, because I think that would have been a funny conversation. But
I would have loved to have met him. Yeah.
Yeah. But so yeah, no, we constantly bore our mother with creative talk, any chance we can. My brother actually is a fairly what was the word? Accomplished video game designer.
Oh,
in the
really?
Five Nights at Freddy's universe. He made a bunch of fan games, which
Really?
then got bought by, is it Scott Cawthon?
Yeah.
Who made FNAF? Yeah. So it's now like an official Five Nights at Freddy's IP.
wow.
That's
really,
incredible.
really cool. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty amazing, yeah.
So he started out as a fan and then designed these games and they bought the games.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Basically the same thing I did with NSP. I mean, yeah.
Can you describe to us so locally for you in Denmark, do you have art people you like hang out with, or are you pretty much on your own when do you have a community of artists nearby, or do you feel like you're just kind of a lone wolf?
Well, up until like last year, I had never spoken to anyone about animation in Danish before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just like, well, it's just me out here, no one else. And then I started to make short films in Denmark.
Yeah.
And I needed a crew for that, so now I know a couple of people. Which
That's great.
I don't know if you know this, but like working with people IRL is really nice.
Yes, isn't it? Especially when you're so used to just doing it on your own.
Yeah.
Now, when you have collaborators, you can like bounce ideas off of and chat. Yeah, it's great. I totally agree.
Going to actual meetings. Oh my God.
So there've been multiple mentions of Criterions on this call thus far. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, this is one of the main reasons we're having Simon on this week. Not just that he's the best, but also we were chatting about a project the other day, and Criterion came up, and you said I'd love to come on the show and talk about Criterion. I was like, fuck yes, any excuse to have you on this show. So I mentioned to Leighton that you said that, and so now we're gonna. Can you say what is interesting about the Criterion collection from your perspective in Europe?
Yes, absolutely. I will start again by mentioning, as an outsider looking in America, Brian, you didn't even know that Criterion doesn't ship outside the US.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Leighton?
Shit. No, I didn't.
It is such horseshit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it like a region locked thing, like those things like DVDs are sometimes, or is it just
like my sex life? What? That's a good way to describe it.
No, I was just thinking about it. I wasn't disagreeing with it. I just was pondering the implications.
Yeah. Sorry, I feel like I might have derailed that question.
I was really trying not to think about it for a second.
Well, my wife has described my lovemaking as, quote, turgid and incomprehensible.
But so anyway, they have UK.
Oh my God, it's so rare that someone other than me does that complete dismissive gloss over. Oh, that makes me so happy, Simon.
It's actually, no, it's incredible. Yeah, please continue.
So they have a couple of select UK Criterions that you can buy in Europe, but it's not really anything to write home about. It's the pretty like most popular standard ones. There are not that many of them. I have quite a few of them, but I have had them shipped in from the US, which is really expensive.
Yeah.
And time consuming and all that. But I think that just goes to show how much I love them. Maybe.
So which ones do you have that you have down there?
Would you want me to list all of them?
Just whatever. Some of your favorites. You don't have to list all of them.
Okay.
You can list all of them if you want, but
the first thing I bought at the last like 50% sale was the complete works of Bergman, because I had to as a Scandinavian.
Sure.
I have most of Kieslowski's work, the Three Colors Trilogy and so on. I have a couple of the Danish ones. There aren't that many Danish films. Again, it's quite ridiculous that, you know, as a Danish man, I can't just go down and buy them.
Wait, there's not a bunch of Lars von Trier shit in there?
There are, but you can only buy them in America.
It's so fucked.
It's really, really funny.
Is Lars Danish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll tell you how Danish Lars is. His infamous.
Oh wait, this is a good joke setup.
Okay.
Lars von Trier is so Danish. How Danish is he? He's so Danish that his infamous "I understand Hitler" speech, I, as a Danish man, could clearly see that was just a joke, and no one else got the joke. So now he is banned from Cannes. I mean, you gotta love someone who tells a joke so deadpan that they get a lifetime ban from Cannes. Oh.
Yeah. Mind you, that was like 15 years ago. So.
And ban is BANNES.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I have... Well, keep going. I have a question that I want to ask.
Keep going. Brian's almost finished.
Yeah.
Okay. But so yeah, Brian, you also asked last time we spoke, like, in terms of Danish film history, like what would be the most popular ones?
Yeah.
And Leighton, do you know the director Carl Theodor Dreyer?
Spell the last name.
Dreyer.
Maybe.
I'll just write it down in the chat real quick.
I mean, name some films.
Right. So his most famous one is this one called Or Dead, or in Danish, Ordet, means the word, which is quite funny when you think about the Family Guy joke. He also made a Joan of Arc film from the 20s. Those two, like...
like really famous one?
Yeah. The really...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
I told Simon I knew the name, but I've never seen a single film.
Okay. Highly recommend, because holy shit, like, Jesus Christ, changed my entire view of film history when I saw his work. And the fact that, like, I think Ingmar Bergman is heavily inspired by him, and Scorsese loves all of his films and stuff like that. Like, you gotta give it a go.
Okay.
Cool. So part of this discussion that Simon and I were having the other day is I volunteered. Now we've been hinting at this on various NSP channels. A trip to Europe is happening sometime in the near future, and I volunteered to be your Criterion mule.
Yes, you did.
Where
wow.
I will bring whatever the fuck you want in. It's DVDs, right? I can pack them. It's not a big deal. They don't take up that much room. So I think at some point you're gonna Send me a list.
Yeah, what is
Yes.
on the list? What are the first things on the list for you?
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me actually check. I have a list.
Can I share my one that I'm so excited about, which is they just released Sorcerer in June. I need it. I want it. I told myself I was going to stop buying Criterions because I don't need them, but actually I do need it.
Well, that reminds me, Lade. So which ones do you have? Because actually, I don't have any on DVD physically.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see them from it. They take up like 2 of the little squares in my bookshelf, and I actually don't know which ones I have, and I don't want to dislodge the dog.
Yeah.
But I've got Hanekes, a bunch of Hanekes, The Vanishing, obviously. I don't know. If I did not have to grapple with the dog, I would go and get an armful of them.
Did they do Funny Games on Criterion?
They did, but it's not the remake. It's the original.
Right.
I think I have Cachet, one of my favorites.
Funny Games, probably my favorite comedy. It's so funny.
Yeah, you would really love it. I think you'd enjoy
It's
it a lot.
actually my top 2 favorite comedies are that and Happy Gilmore 2.
What about Happiness?
Yeah, that's way up there too. Yeah.
Oh, aren't they releasing Happiness on Criterion? I own it on Blu-ray, but it's not Criterion.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
Actually, no, they do, because I watched an interview with Dylan Baker that was really good because he plays the
Dylan
dad. And
Baker.
he's
What a
fucking
legend.
amazing, but his perspective on
amazing.
the movie is so great. And he talks about like his neighbor watched the movie and then painted a still from it. And they show the painting, but apparently it's one of the special features on the Criterion Blu-ray. So
I love Dylan Baker's just one of those guys. Been in literally everything. Pops up on screen. He's that guy. Now these days, like a dad or a grandpa or something like that. But I would say he's 60-ish probably now. I don't even remember.
And
I think
also,
older than I am,
Happiness totally could have been the end of his career, but it wasn't.
Yes, absolutely. No, he just keeps doing lots of stuff. I just saw him in something, but I can't remember what it was.
Anyway, I talked over Simon giving his list, or some of the list.
Oh, sure. I have The Vanishing on my wish list, actually.
We just watched that for this podcast.
Really?
Well, it was your first time. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I loved it.
I think most I have on my wish lists is actually ones I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched The Vanishing. But these are just like sometimes I just go completely blind. Sometimes, I hear things where I'm like, okay, I should probably check that one out.
Same.
Yeah.
But I think the thing so I have quite a few from the collection already. And the thing I really like is just, I haven't yet watched one where I actively dislike the film.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there have been ones where I'm like, it's okay. But, not ones where I just started throwing shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good, because if they started putting out really bad shit, like you would think that even if you didn't love it, there'd be some merit to the movie if it makes it as far as Criterion. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Like I just watched the what's it called? The Ratcatcher, or just Ratcatcher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which
I've never seen it.
wasn't really my thing, but I could absolutely still see why it was in the collection and why they bothered with it, and why it's an important film, which is just, it's nice to have that feeling going as well. But I'm probably not going to watch it again.
Yeah, I think trying to think of what else I have / want.
Well, while you're thinking about that, Leighton, do you feel, how many people, do Europeans know about Criterion? Obviously you do, but is this like a thing in Europe? Because a lot of these movies are European movies that they put on the, in the collection. Is this something that people are well aware of, would you say, where you are?
It's really tough to say. I think if you are someone who is really into film, you probably know about it, regardless of where you live. But how much you are willing to, spent on shipping or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't think too many people do that here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is the Criterion channel over there?
Nope.
Oof, that hurts.
Doesn't that suck?
That, like, shipping, I can understand why you don't want to ship worldwide, but just having a streaming channel, like, that should
rights,
be
maybe, because rights change country to country. It must be something about that. But here's the question I was going to ask the room before. What are our rules? We're making Dogma 2025, okay?
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
They already did that.
Okay. I don't fucking care if someone else did it. What are our rules? The late night Dogma 2025.
Well, will
rules.
you tell the audience, which I assume if you listen to this show, maybe you do know what Dogma 95 is, but if you need to communicate to the audience what that is.
Okay. Now I'm not going to be able to list all the rules, but it was was Von Trier one of did he come up with the rules, or was he just one of the main guys?
It was him and Thomas Winterberg.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So it basically, these guys in 1995 or thereabouts decide people are fucking up filmmaking. We're going to kind of bring it back to the basics, and here are our rules for how we're going to make a film. Now, I forget exactly what they are. One of them was like only natural light, I believe, right?
Yep.
What are the other ones?
I think this was a really weird one, but you had the audio was only to be recorded through the camera.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I thought there was something like that. So it's very like naturalistic
And
kind of stuff.
No
Film's too
sets.
artificial. Like
Shooting must be done on location. Camera must be handheld.
Oh, wow. I forgot that.
The film must not contain superficial action, parentheses, murders, weapons, etc. must not occur. Genre
no
movies are
murders.
not acceptable. The director must not be credited. These rules
Great.
referred to as the vow of chastity.
Fantastic. All right. So we're going to come up with Dogma 2025. I have a few suggestions.
I bet you do.
Must be shot on a fart phone. Wow. A smartphone. A fart phone. Must be shot on a smartphone vertically.
So we're doing.
Can I quit already?
I sense that there are two objections to this, at least. Yeah. Yeah.
Your objection first, please.
I don't want to do that. That is my objection.
Now, I feel like
I was imagining.
don't let Leighton. I feel like once you open that excuse, this whole podcast goes out the window.
Okay,
that's true, but I have a different objection, which is I got really excited about the idea of Dogma 2025 because it would be us listing things that you're not allowed to do in new movies,
great.
sort of
Let's
like
do
the
that.
Workaholics whiteboard of jokes that need to be retired.
Yes. Okay, great.
That,
Let's do
but
it.
for movies now. Although, Brian, I
Okay.
appreciate your first bad effort.
Great. Okay. Well, what are you not allowed to do? I would say not allowed to shoot on film or horizontally.
Okay.
You're not allowed
No
to
cameras. Yeah.
no more chapter headings for movies. Okay.
This is the first real one.
Especially unearned.
No more chapter
I'm sick of
headings.
seeing it. I think that it pisses me off every time I see it. It's almost never ever necessary. In like classic movies, you get a pass, but not now.
Pulp Fiction? You okay with chapter headings in Pulp Fiction?
Sure, but you can't release a movie like Pig and then be like, these are my chapter headings. Or like Weapons has it too. Like these are not two movies that require, like Nope had them and it pissed me off. But this is just a personal irritation on my part. So that's one of the rules.
Yeah. I have a similar one. Yeah,
I
please,
will
Simon, go.
definitely say at no point can any character refer to the script, as in point to the audience and say, hey, you're watching a movie right now. Isn't this quirky?
No meta shit.
No meta shit. I don't care what genre it is.
Agreed.
Please stop doing it.
I'm going to say no establishing location with a giant place name that takes up the entire screen. Brooklyn, something like that. It's just, it's everywhere now.
Okay.
No children's choir cover of a pop song.
Oh, thank you. A slow children's choir.
Especially in a horror movie. You should be sentenced to death for that. I'm trying to formulate a rule about invoking trauma as a storytelling beat. And this is a thing that I think about a lot as someone who has PTSD and also makes a lot of stuff about trauma. I'm really sick of the way it's utilized, especially in horror movies now, to the point where it's almost becoming buzzwordy, which is so fucked just because of trauma being like a basic part of the human experience. But it's just been so cheapened by a lot of things where it's like, does the person making this like actually get or care about trauma, or are we just doing that because that's the thing that we do now?
All right, so why don't we say no glib trauma excuses?
Sure.
Glib.
I like that. That's great. All right, what else we got?
No unnecessary, flashy, long one takes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Especially
Good
if they're
fucking
not
call.
practical. If you're just stitching them together. You
You've
can't
gotta
be like,
do them
look
for
at this
real.
crazy one take. It's like, well, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. What's the most egregious example of that recently?
Birdman.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
But that was so
Definitely.
artistically done, Brian.
Uh-huh.
I want to say,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to lodge a complaint and then we can formulate the rule. I need score. See, she gets it. I need
Yeah.
the score to not be going every goddamn second of the movie. I need,
Less music.
and additionally on that same token, let a shot breathe. If all of your shots are less than 1 second in the entire movie, or like if there are no shots, where am I going with this? I'm thinking about the movie Oppenheimer on both of these points, where it's just like, holy shit, give us some quiet and just like a nice wide shot and let the actors do their thing. We don't need the fucking TikTok editing and the huge score and not being able to hear any dialogue. That's my my thought. That's not a rule. This is just a complaint.
No walking away slowly from explosions.
Brian, be realistic. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Only walking away slowly from
Jesus,
Yeah, but
man.
so slowly that you die.
Films are supposed to be fun. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, well, look. Okay, fine. I feel like there's a slight bias against me in these rules, but okay.
No.
No, I know.
I like you. Come on.
I like you. I just don't like your attitude. I like you. I don't like what you've become.
Okay.
Whoa.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What about, is this too much? Can we ban like literary and Shakespeare references as titles? Just taking quotes from Shakespeare?
like
Is No Country for Old Men from Shakespeare?
no.
Probably.
Also, why would you throw out No Country for Old Men?
Well, it was fine at the time. That is a quote from something, isn't it? Isn't that a Shakespeare quote?
Hold on. William Butler Yeats.
Yeats. Okay. But that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Just lifting a poem title or whatever.
Well, it's not a poem title.
Well,
It's a line.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
I do know, but I'm mildly being willfully obtuse.
Down too. It's fine. It's fine.
It was based on the book. I don't want to hear Cormac McCarthy fucking slander in this chat, okay?
I neither need, nor want, nor seek your approval.
Did I call him Courtney McCartney?
No, that's my stage name. All right.
Can I just say it's really, really like frightening when you two fight? It's really scary. So
Thanks. Well,
If you
we'll
think
make
that's
sure to do
fighting.
it more. Yeah, no, that's not even close. I had a good one, and now I think I've lost it.
Is it
I don't want.
reject all of Brian's suggestions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never listen to Brian. I think a woman with a gun does not equal feminism.
Okay.
That's not a rule, but it pisses me off. Like, I'm thinking of Ready or Not, basically like any of the new Scream movies. It's like revenge by the director of The Substance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't. Do you think that you're doing something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this might be too extreme.
Mm-hmm.
An actor can only act in one movie a year.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah.
really good.
I am not gonna name names, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I believe we're probably thinking of the same little set of people.
Perhaps.
What about if you have to pay cash $1 million for every minute you go over 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get permission. You submit a written reason why your movie needs to be longer.
I do. So, as a defender of extremely long movies, and that I think
They
that
can
they're
be great.
important. At the same time, most movies do not need to be longer
That's
than
what
90
I'm-
minutes.
that's what I'm
So,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we're
I'm-
going to go true Dogma, your movie can't be longer than 90
Now,
minutes.
as speaking of Criterion, I did, not recently, but a couple years ago, watch the 5.5 hour or whatever cut of Wim Wenders Until the End of the World.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's great. Does it need to be 5.5 hours? Probably not. I didn't watch it in one sitting, although I did watch it in 2, I think. But yes, movies are too long now for no good reason.
Yeah, a movie that
Yes.
is not great, but 90 minutes, I will like more. Like, I don't get as mad about it because it was 90 minutes. Like, all right,
Yeah.
easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. We're in, we're out, we're good to go.
Yes. Yeah.
But if it's a bad movie and you make me sit there for like 2.5 hours, I am going to be
and
upset.
they're so long now. You go to the movies and they're all so fucking
And
long.
unnecessarily, it's like
That's
you're
what
not.
I mean. That's what. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, agree. No longer
I
than
will
90 minutes.
I will say, for me personally, like, I don't think I have watched a single 3-hour film without being just like dying the last hour. Even
pretty
if it's
much.
really good. Like, fucking, what's
I
it
got
called?
shit to do.
Name any Tarkovsky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Or
totally.
The Good, the
I
Bad, and
remember
the
the
Ugly, or, you know.
The first time I watched Stalker, I was like, "This is great, but oh my god, what are we doing?"
Yeah.
Like, it's just I'm. Well, the other thing is, especially with films like that are slow and atmospheric, like that Paris, Texas, whatever. Watching it on a tiny TV completely fucks it. Like it's
Well, that's on you.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, you're gonna have a bad time. But if you're in on a big screen and you can really be surrounded by it, it's a very different experience. So I could imagine that these work a lot better, in a theater than they do on a TV at home.
But also for those really long movies, if I'm watching a really long movie, I want to be on my couch watching it on this eyesore that I wish wasn't part of my podcast backdrop, but it's there.
Yeah, that's a fine size TV. I watched Stalker for the first time in college, like in someone's dorm room.
Oof.
And
Oh my God.
yeah, and it was like the exact wrong place to watch it because it's like this teeny tiny TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we quickly talk about the fact that they filmed that movie twice?
Wait, I didn't know this. So,
They-
sorry, you're talking about a remake of it or the actual the Tarkovsky one they did twice?
Yeah. Because they filmed near such like toxic waste that all the film reels or whatever just got completely ruined, and they had to film
fuck,
the
I
whole
didn't know
thing
this.
again.
Incredible.
Yeah, and
Isn't
like
that-
everybody got sick and tired.
Yeah, exactly. Like he and his producer or something like that died from it or something.
Yeah, because there's the one of them, maybe the cinematographer who made he made Letters from a Dead Man and A Visitor to a Museum. Those are both banger. Well, Visitor to a Museum is less of a banger, but yeah, very true. We're getting really specific about these, but no more Requiem from a Dream style drug sequences. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like, no more. We need a different way to be doing drugs or communicating that characters are high. Please.
Yeah.
We're done with this. Please stop. Do something else.
Yep. I don't like that. I'm going to add one final one here.
One
The
final
movie
one.
Yeah, well, unless you have better ones, which you don't. I think the movie E.T. should be banned worldwide.
Agreed.
Okay.
Never to be shown again. All physical copies destroyed. Fahrenheit 451 style.
We'll take that into account when we make movies in the future.
And if we're being really, really strict,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see smartphones. Ever. I don't want to see texts on screen in Sherlock style. I don't want social media to be a major plot point. I'm going to be real hardline about this. I hate it every time I see it. It's a fundamental part of our lives now. However, it feels fucking cheap to me.
Yeah, agree.
It's not like the original Dogma 95 rules were like cool and normal and good. This is
that's fair. That's fair.
This is
fair.
what
No
Leighton
smartphones.
wants.
Yeah.
I think these rules are more useful, realistic, and less pretentious.
I agree.
I
What about
agree.
okay? I
To
have
be honest.
another one here. Speaking that reminded me, Leighton. Rights and stuff be damned. Don't invent fake companies that are obviously real companies.
Okay.
Like Google
Yeah.
or
yeah.
whatever. It's like just call it the thing everyone knows it is. I don't care if you're going to get sued. It makes your movie worse to
Yeah.
come up with a stupid stand-in unless there's a really good reason for it. Like if your character runs a company, obviously that's fake.
Yeah.
But don't do this like, oh, it's actually Facebook kind of thing.
Go on.
For every 2 boobs you show, you have to show 1 dick.
Yes.
Very good.
I was just about to fucking stand up when you said that. Holy shit.
Naked, right? We're talking about yes.
Yes,
Oh, everyone on
absolutely.
this call is actively Winnie the Poohing it right now, and nobody
Yeah,
can
that's
see.
right. Hold on.
One last.
Yes, please.
To add on your smartphone thing, Leighton. This is probably not going to make any sense, but unless your film is like a futuristic film, it should take place before the year 2000.
I agree. Yeah, I 100% agree.
I don't think any film is better for taking place now.
Yeah. Period pieces only.
Yes. Or futuristic shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you can only talk about the internet like bad movies from the 90s.
Yes, exactly.
Where you don't really understand what it is. And there's a lot of like logging on to websites and doing things that they can't possibly do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you have a phone, it should be a big thing, like a big fucking phone.
Yes.
Yes.
Like I think what I mean is you can use the internet for everything without explaining how it works. Like, get on the internet and call the cops or whatever. It's like, okay.
That is what people mainly use the internet for.
Yeah.
Just define what cops are.
I think this is an amazing list of rules, folks. I really like. So
I'm going to be lying in bed tonight, and like 10 more are going to come to me.
Oh, yes.
Did you write these down?
I did. We could also listen to the episode, and
You're a champion for that.
I wrote them down. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much scratched them on this piece of paper.
Wow.
So it's because I had some chords written for a thing
Right.
that I had to scratch out. But
that piece of paper is going to be worth so much fucking money.
Oh, it really is. I have occasionally for the podcast I can find these. We had a swear tier list
You had the
that I
kitty.
found the other day. I had the kitty. Actually, the kitty reminds me. Okay, so I had a dream. This is a long time ago. I had a dream about a menacing, like, cute cartoon cat face that was following me around. That was it. Did it say the words? I think it, or it had the words printed. I think it said the words, "I'm the kitty. I'm the kitty."
'cause you had a
I'm
song.
the kitty. Yeah. But I had a less detailed dream the other night, or like, right before I woke up in the morning, that I was really excited about having. So in this dream, I had just finished playing a show and I was, about to go take a shower. And this is not an adults only dream, by the way. So I'd finished taking a shower, nothing graphic happened, and I was changing in a room in the venue, like what I thought was a green room, but it turned out to be some guy's office. And I'm like changing, and suddenly I noticed this guy in the corner, and I don't know who he is. He's like a middle management looking dude, polo shirt type. And he's on an old like CRT style computer, and he's watching some kind of like weird blocky simulation. And the simulation is of robotic exoskeleton legs that are like, he's in it in the computer, like a version of him in the computer, and he's stomping around on these robotic exoskeleton legs. And he notices me. He goes, Japanese Kickatron. And I'm like, excuse me? And he goes, Japanese Kickatron crushes Japanese football. And then I woke up.
All right.
That's really good. The Kickatron.
Yeah. Japanese Kickatron, which are like blocky 3D exoskeleton legs.
I'm imagining
just, like, stomping
Ed
it around.
209 in my head.
I mean, pretty much, yes. That's the style thing. But he's in it like Aliens kind of style. It's sort of like it's not the whole mech suit, but it's just like the bottom half, and he's like stomping around, or a simulated version of him is stomping around on this computer screen.
That rules.
I would love to see a fucking graph of just your brain activity when that happened in your brain.
I
He
woke
flatlined.
up. Yeah, I would too. Yes, that's right. I was in heaven for 30 seconds. I like literally woke up, grabbed my phone, and typed a note to myself: Japanese Kickatron crushes at Japanese football.
Holy shit!
Like, I was like, I can't forget this. It's so great.
Is that going to be like a new NSP song?
It might. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys don't have enough mechs.
You really don't.
You know, it is. We don't have a lot of robot songs, do we?
You do songs with robots, but
We do songs with robots, yeah. There is the Sextron 3000, which was in our early NSP song called Sex Training.
oh yeah.
Yeah, an early one where we put a bunch of aluminum foil on some cardboard boxes.
Okay, I have another rule for the list.
Okay.
No pop culture references after the year 2010. Especially like it's been egregious in the past couple of years. It's just like the most dated.
Yeah. Well, in line with that, all Rolling Stones songs are banned.
All Queen songs are banned.
Yes, all rolling. Should we say all classic rock? Is classic rock as a genre banned?
Just dad rock.
Yeah.
I don't know. If there was a Steely Dan
Yeah,
name dropping something.
Okay, no Rolling Stones or Queen.
Okay.
Or AC/DC.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
Aerosmith. Characters are not allowed to wear a band T-shirt to communicate that they're cool.
You get a
Don't
really,
look at my
really
hat or my
specific
shirt right
Yeah,
now.
I know. I think these are great.
Also, if your protagonist is a girl and you want her to be cool, don't give her a name that's a boy's name. This is a very my gender politics here are not good, but you know, like if you want to communicate that the girl is cool, she's named like Charlie or George or something. Like
no girls with boys' names for clout.
Yes,
is what you mean. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this list. I think we should move on to segments because I don't think we're going to top.
Final rule on
this
the list: no
particular list.
segments.
No segments. Great.
ever.
No segments.
This is where the chapter title for the segments part. This episode should be broken up with
Rich,
chapter
put in
titles.
chapter titles for this whole episode, please.
Yeah.
Now we say
Cursive, Roman numeral 1.
Should we fuck up the chronology? Should we make this the first episode we release out of order with a completely fucked up chronology?
Do we memento this?
Yeah, we memento, pulp fiction.
Or
We do it backwards.
irreversible.
Memento would be backwards, kind of. Yeah.
Can we do a thing like in Mulholland Drive where at the very end we play different characters?
Oh, yes. We lost Highway this bitch, and we suddenly I step off screen for a second. I'm like, excuse me, and then I come back and I'm just a different actor and person.
Pulling a little Exorcist 3, Brad Dourif.
Yeah, yeah.
Every movie should end with the two little old people in Mulholland Drive walking in the room.
Yes.
I like that.
Can I say real quick?
Yes, please.
I thought for the longest time that film was called Mulholland Doctor.
That's the sequel.
Hell yes. Hell yes, Simon. That is a movie I was in Santa Barbara. So it came out 2001, I think. I was in Santa Barbara, which is like an hour, again, which I've apologized for. I was in Santa Barbara, which is like an hour and a half north of LA. And I drove down to a like Westwood movie theater, which is by UCLA, like west side of town, big movie theater. Met up with a friend who was coming up from San Diego just to see Mulholland Drive, like when it came out in the theaters. And it is one of the best movie going experiences I've ever had because it was in a enormous, like classic, LA movie theater. It's fucking awesome. One of my all time greatest theater going memories. And afterwards, we were just like, holy shit, it was so great just to see it.
Indeed.
I still that is my favorite Lynch film by a fucking mile. I love it so much.
You like it better than Blue Velvet?
I do.
And Eraserhead?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mods ban this guy.
Yeah. All right. It is segments time. So, unless there are any objections or anyone has anything they need to get out before we do segments. No? Going once? No. Going twice?
If we talk forever, will segments just be like erased?
Well, that's a deep philosophical question that I can't answer.
When you think about it, life really has no segments.
Yeah, when is a segment not a segment? Right?
That's a riddle for the audience to answer.
If we do a segment, but we don't call it a segment, is it a segment at all? Does a segment know it's a segment? Or does it think it's just part of the show? Yeah. Can you
say segment one more time?
Yeah, because it's time for segments. So when we do segments on the show, it's usually towards the end, maybe in the last half hour, and then it's time to move on to the segment of the show. Now, you could say the pre-segment of the show is it is a segment, but it is not explicitly labeled as a segment. And I don't think of it as a segment. I think of segments as the prescribed, named portions of the show that happen towards the end, of which there are one or more. Now, usually two, but not always. We try to be flexible on the show, especially when it comes to the segments, and I would hate to impose my worldview on a listener, a guest, a co-host, or indeed anyone in this great country of ours. The first segment on the show, which traditionally, although not always happens before the second segment, is the segment that goes by the name, well, I guess I'll say what it is first. This is the segment of the show in which we do the segment where you get to recommend a thing you've been enjoying recently in pop culture. Maybe it's a movie, maybe it's a TV show, maybe it's a book, maybe it's a segment. Now, that would be a true first on this show, is to have someone in this first segment recommend a separate segment of a show, or maybe even a sub-segment.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Leighton, please. I don't think it's going to happen, but it could, theoretically, which is my favorite type of thing. This segment, where you get to recommend something you've been enjoying recently in pop culture, which could be a book, or a movie, or a TV show, comic book, maybe, strip. Could even be a segment that you recommend of a different podcast or work of fiction. This segment is called What's Poppin', and the theme song, which we insert in post, goes here.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? Great. Leighton, what's poppin'?
I feel like you've relented on this recently and having it back.
Relented on what?
Nothing.
You're gonna have to be very specific.
Don't worry
here.
about it. You know, it's I have I have to be on a call for my job later, and that's when I was planning on mentally checking out. Not this is my happy fun call that I get to be on and do bits and say the fuck word. You know, I just hope that this is a safe space for me to enjoy hanging out with friends and not be completely zoning out while pretending I'm paying attention.
Can you do your recommendation real quick? We
go
gotta move
fuck
this along.
yourself.
Yeah.
What is poppin' for me is Brian going to fuck himself. Sorry. What's poppin' for me are 2 movies. Both are in black and white.
I almost said, don't tempt me. But I didn't.
Well, you
and I
didn't
deserve
almost
credit for
say
that.
it. You just said it.
I could see the gears turn in his head.
If you had done like a don't
Holy
mind
shit.
if I do and then ran out the door.
Yeah. Or just one of these like,
No, never do that again.
Holy shit, man.
What's poppin' for me? 2 movies, both black and white, both stone cold classics. 2 movies that start with the letter R that I watched as a diptych last night. First one, because I read the book.
and remember, for every 2 boobs you show, you got to show 1 diptych.
That makes overall a triptych.
Yeah, that's right.
But the first one, Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca, because I just read the book. The movie's fantastic. It's only my second Hitchcock, which is crazy. Like I had only seen Psycho. And I also
That
got
is crazy.
40% of the way through the book Rebecca before I Googled it. Like, where is this going? And then it was like, oh, it's the movie Rebecca, the famous, his only win for Best Picture. Anyway, so I watched that, and then I watched Repulsion for the first time.
Oh.
Obligatory
I've never
fuck
seen it.
Roman Polanski. He's a piece of shit, burn in hell.
Yeah.
However, that movie, unfortunately, fucking rules. It's
Oh, really?
so good. Well, and
Well,
it's additionally crazy because
70s? When's it from?
60s.
60s.
For a movie that is so, in a very nuanced and real way, a depiction of the debilitating after effects of sexual trauma, for that man in particular to have made it is such an extra, like, horrific metatextual level to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Also, I think, and someone correct me on this because I really want to know, is Repulsion the progenitor of the horror movie Mirror Scare? Because there is a mirror scare in that movie that is so perfect that it's like the first horror thing that happens in the movie after like 30 to 45 minutes of very, very slow drama stuff. And
Really?
it got me. There are 2 jump scares in the movie that really got me, which is crazy. But yeah, the dread is just so...
Oh, I love Dread.
It's a really effective, great movie. So, yeah, and doing it as a diptych with Rebecca, which is not a horror movie, but is essentially a haunted house movie. Yeah, it felt good just watching 2 incredible movies that look amazing and have a lot of good stuff in them. So, yeah, for me, what's poppin', Rebecca and Repulsion.
I find the quote-unquote twist in Rebecca fucking awesome.
Oh, have you seen Rebecca?
Yeah.
Which twist are you referring to?
That she's a monster. Like, that, you know...
That he didn't love her.
Yeah. Like, it's so great. Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because there is a very, very big change from the book to the movie, which I think is a Hays Code thing.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Because it's not... In the movie, it's an accident. In the book, it's straight up murder.
Oh.
And I think it completely changes the meaning of the story.
Oh, that is interesting, yeah.
If he straight up killed her on purpose.
Yes, totally.
But yeah, the ending of that movie is so good because it's one thing to, it translates the book so well, especially that whole sequence where what's her face, she literally doesn't have a name, goes into Rebecca's room, and then Mrs. Danvers shows up and it's like, this is what she wore. Don't you want to see her bed and feel her linens? Like, great scene, just great stuff.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Rebecca, which if anybody's listening to this, sorry, the obvious twists are obvious. Also, it's very queer coded, if not explicitly so. So if that piques anybody's interest. Anyway, Simon, what's popping for you?
I just bought a really fat art book, just like gigantic, no text, only pictures, and it is of the Polish painter. I think it's pronounced Beksinski.
Oh my God!
Sinski. Yes.
I don't know.
Very surreal, like dystopian, all the way from the 60s to like 2005. Completely astounding work. And when you imagine him actually doing it on canvases with his hands, it's fucking incredible.
Oh,
yeah,
look at
Brian,
this shit.
you've definitely seen this guy's stuff.
I've definitely seen this guy's work. Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Always pops up on the list of like the most disturbing paintings of all time.
Yeah. But
wait, this reminds me. Have you guys ever heard of Slender Man? That shit's fucked.
But it's a really cool book. As I said, I love art books where there's basically no text. It's only pictures. And, you know, if you want to know more, you can fucking research. I just really like big, very, very big art books where the whole page is just the whole picture.
I want an art book that you could brain somebody with. Like it, I want the heft.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Be a good whacking.
A coffee table book so big that it could be its own coffee table.
They should make an episode in a sitcom about that, I think.
Yeah, this actually isn't a coffee table. It's a giant book.
Yeah. Wow.
But so, yeah. Brian, what's popping inside of you?
Well, thank you for asking, Simon. My pick is going to be real basic compared to your both of your highbrow shit. I am excited that the series Peacemaker is back on HBO. This is the James Gunn DC Universe thing, which is I thought the Superman. I like James Gunn. I thought the Superman movie was fine.
Wow, hot take.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bad boy.
You're a bad person.
That's what I said. Maybe it didn't come out that way, but that's what I meant. Peacemaker is hard R. I recently rewatched the first season in prep for the second because I was kind of wasting time at night on this writing retreat I was just on recently. And it's really fun. And it definitely, I feel like that is a much better version of James Gunn than whatever's in the Superman movie. There are many great things about it. Great actors. In this second season, there are only 2 episodes in. Fucking Tim Meadows shows up. Ooh. And I love Tim Meadows. Guaranteed funny in everything he's in. And he shows up, and his character pulls something that, I don't know, in a lesser show would make you mad, which is, and this show is pretty explicitly a comedy. He shows up as like a kind of an agent type, like an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. type person. I forget what it's fucking called in DC. And claims to have, quote, bird blindness, where he can't tell the difference between different birds and they all look exactly the same to him. And because it's Tim Meadows, in a lesser, the hands of a lesser actor, you'd be like, come on, dude. But he is so funny that this just, for me, completely lands. Lots of great performances, great music. The theme song they do these dance numbers for the title sequences. First season was the song Do You Want to Taste It by the band, I think they're Norwegian, Wigwam. It's like a Eurovision type band. Have you ever heard of them, Simon? Do you know this band?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. The theme song for the second season is by the band Foxy Shazam, and is the song Oh Lord, which is not a band I had ever heard of before or a song, but I love this song now. It's great. So, one of the strengths of the Guardians movies is great music, and that is persisting with this series. Anyway, really fun, not highbrow, but I'm having a great time watching it.
So just to clarify, you're watching a superhero thing.
If we want to be reductive about it, that's right.
Okay.
Added to the Dogma 2025 list. No more cape shit. It's done.
Yeah,
Kill it.
no
Bury
more
it.
cape shit. That's true. Okay.
All right.
Fine.
Well, now it's time for a final segment, which is 3 parts gratitude exercise, 1 part petty grousing. The name of the segment is Peaches and Lemons, and the theme song for the segment goes right here.
Peaches and lemons. Peaches and lemons.
Yet another immaculate theme song from the inimitable Brian Wecht. We will each start with a lemon, which is a thing that is...
Actually, sorry, just to correct you, I recently became mittable.
Congrats.
Thanks.
We'll each start with a lemon, which is a thing that is a minor bummer, annoyance, or what have you. I'll go first because mine's so brief. There are a billion, I was going to do like it's so fucking hot every single day is torture.
Bad.
And answer inside. But no, my real one is, hey, why'd they stop doing the glass Snapple bottles? I love peach
they were
iced tea
great.
Snapple.
Fuck yeah. Absolutely. What? Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Like, oh,
Much
it's more
better.
expensive. Like, oh, you're going to put the onus on me as the consumer of like, well, you're the one who's going to have to recycle, sweetie. It's not the corporation's fault that the world is filled with plastic. I want the glass ones back, you pieces of shit. And they still have the little facts on the caps, but it's not the same. I love a
Yeah, glass was
reusable
better.
bottle. Give it back. It tasted better. Fuck you.
And remember, they had the special vending machines where they didn't drop. They had the little thing that like pulled them down because you couldn't just drop a giant fucking glass bottle. It was much cooler.
Yeah. I liked that they had the little animals on them. Like there were koalas on the strawberry kiwi ones.
Mm-hmm.
I love that Americans are real. It's just so great.
So, okay, from your perspective, Simon, what was American about that take?
I don't know. It's just
I'm curious.
honestly, okay, so the thing is, we grow up with American TV just like you do, and so everything Americans do or say is just like watching TV for us. So that right there is just like a scene from an episode to me.
Amazing.
So it's just it's amazing to watch.
Is it, well, let me ask, is it because they wouldn't replace them with glass bottles with plastic ones in Europe? Is it because
This is a deeply
if they
Seinfeldian
did-
gripe.
it wouldn't really matter? Like, I'm curious. Was it the complaint or the thing that happened that is American, or both?
I'm really not sure. I just know that if I was speaking
vibe to
to Norwegian people right now, that would never have come up.
The worst. Yeah.
Great.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. Simon, what's your lemon?
So as we mentioned, I am 26. I am no longer a teenager, which means if I hurt my body, it's gonna stay hurt for quite a while. And 4 or 5 months ago, I fell on my bike, and my knee still fucking hurts.
No.
It is
That sucks.
so annoying because I feel like it wasn't even like a bad crash or anything. I literally just like fell over to the side, and I feel like if I did that as like a 17-year-old, it would have taken 2 weeks, maybe a month. But here we are.
Well, let me just assure you, Simon, that this problem goes away completely. And as you get older, it's all fine. And you know,
You recover instantly.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I know
mean,
it's just the in your
No,
20s thing, you know.
Yeah, it's fair. Look, you're getting older. We've talked about this on the show. It is a thing that drives both me and Leighton nuts when people in their 30s are like, "Oh my god, I'm so old right now. Can you believe how old I am? I'm like 32." Oh, but I also totally get it because this is about the time, in your mid-20s and beyond when you can injure yourself for dumb reasons, and it just is that way forever.
Yeah.
And certainly when you reach my age, 50, then that shit gets real. And it's like, well, sorry. Like, yeah.
Like we said before, we need Kickatrons. Put my consciousness in the
dude.
Kickatron.
Absolutely.
I would love to be in a Kickatron. I would walk around in my Kickatron all the time. Certainly it would end up in a situation where Rachel would be like, you have to stop doing that.
You'd be like the Killdozer guy, but with a Kickatron.
It is pretty much, yeah, I would absolutely. That's what I would do. But I was going to say the bar for you have to stop doing that situations for me is pretty low. honestly.
I would
Yeah,
imagine.
including the thing you were telling us about at the beginning of this,
That's
before we
correct.
got on the call.
I can turn anything into you have to stop doing that type situation.
It's a gift.
What can I say? It's something I've cultivated.
Brian, what's your lemon?
Yeah, my lemon is, so I last week bought a new saxophone, and it is getting delivered today, but I'm not sure if I have to sign for it. Oof. So do I need to wait around all day? Because it's an expensive instrument. The delivery thing says signature required. I went on and I filled out the I don't need to sign for it thing, which they processed and confirmed, and now the thing still says signature required. So do I need to wait in the front, by the door all day for this fucking saxophone? Also, I need it. Can't I? What?
Can't you do the thing that I literally have to do after this call where you leave a note on the entrance like, hey,
I certainly could.
Your UPS, call this number.
Yes.
Because I know that they get your number anyway, but I feel like I have a better success rate.
But they don't call, right? Like, do they? If they need a signature?
I've had them call.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
That would be great.
But I have a different setup to my living arrangement than you do.
Yeah. What's your address?
Yeah. Every time you do that to me, I want to rattle off your address so fucking bad.
I know you do. Yeah. So I'm in this weird limbo where I also need this. I want it today because I'm doing a show tomorrow, and I would like to have it for the show. But I also don't want to wait around for 6 hours in the hopes that maybe I have to sign for this thing. So that's my lemon.
Sounds like you probably need to wait around for 6 hours.
I think I need to wait around. Now,
it's the same thing because I'm waiting on a Dyson fan to be delivered, and my life would be much easier on this day where the high is 94 if I had an additional fan.
Yes. Yeah, totally. All right. That's my lemon.
Mm-hmm. All right, now it's time for the second part of this segment, which is we each do 3 peaches, which are things that are good, exciting, have already happened, or are going to happen. As is custom, I'll go first because mine are usually short. My first one is a half lemon, is that my coolest neighbor is moving out, but I might get her studio because she has a little ADU that's right outside my place that will now be empty. And I think I can get it. And if I can, that will literally change my life and also me an actual late night podcasting studio that I can set deck to my liking. It would be huge. So I'm everybody at home, manifest this for me. My second peach is I've barely been using socials or, looking at Reddit this week. I've only been reading and it's been fucking awesome. I always feel so much more mentally healthy when that happens. And my last one is that a good friend of mine came to stay with me over the weekend, hung out, watched movies, just vibed. It was super great. Yes. Maybe it was a demon as usual, but, it was fun. It's hard to be mad at her for too long because look at that face. Even though she woke me up this morning by sitting on my chest and screaming at the top of her lungs. I genuinely thought she was dying. She's fine, I guess.
She's always fine.
I know, but it was a much longer scream than she normally does, and so I checked her out, I touched her little paws, I pressed her tummy, and
every time we dog sit with her,
but to wake up,
it's the worst. She woke, as I told you, she woke Rachel up when we were dog sitting, not with the sitting on the chest, but with shrieking at 4 a.m. for unknown reasons.
Yeah, it's are you actually dying, or did the breeze hit you weird?
Yeah, or is the vibe just off in the room right now?
The vibe is off and you need attention. I put this she has a little doggy calming pheromone collar on right now that I wanted to try.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's working. I think she's mostly just really mad at me for putting it on her. Mm-hmm. It smells nice though.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, supposedly it had good reviews. It's like a calming scent because she needs to calm down.
If I could buy dog pheromones, I would be all over that shit.
I need one of these for me, to have around my neck. That would be nice. Yeah. Anyway, peaches from anyone else? Those are my 3.
Simon?
Yes. Well, tomorrow, Helena and I are going on a little trip to London.
Oh, fun.
I usually don't ever travel, but we are celebrating our 10-year anniversary together.
It's amazing. 10
Congratulations.
10 years
to both of you.
Is a really fucking long time. to be together, I think. But yeah.
Especially at your age, like
Yeah, oh my God. Holy
High school
shit.
sweethearts?
Yes, literally like the second day of high school, I think.
Adorable.
so great.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in London?
We are definitely not going to see any of the tourist stuff. We're just
call.
going to go to all sorts of like tea shops and museums, and
That's great. Tate, you going to the Tate? I love the Tate Modern.
we're not going to go to the thing you just said, no.
Because it's too touristy.
I just don't like the way you said it. You said it in like a really sexual way, so I'm not going to...
Me?
Yeah.
I would.
The tit model?
You're not going to get all up on that Tate.
I'm really not, no.
Working the balls, the shaft, and the Tate.
Yeah. The balls, the shaft, and the Tate. Yes. Saying the quiet part out loud,
And the
Layton. I
tube.
love it.
The tube.
Yeah, of course, the tube. Well, that's great. There's
Yeah.
lots of fun things to do there.
Absolutely. And another peach is the shelf you see behind me, if you can watch it even. It is a home-built DVD shelf I just made one day because
Whoa.
I need room for DVDs, and it just feels really nice to build a thing,
Yeah.
especially when it works.
Did you paint
Totally.
it? Am I detecting a purple color here?
It is very purple, yes.
It looks nice.
Thank you. And for those of you who watch Red Letter Media, it's pretty much the same design as their DVD shelves. Just very simple, functional structure. And the last thing for me is, I mentioned I'm working on a short film. I'm actually working on another short film, and we just got reply from one of the actors I really, really wanted. And they said yes, which is really exciting.
It's great.
Congrats.
It's a Danish person you don't know.
But still,
But still,
that actually interestingly describes most Danish people.
I guess that's true. How many do you know? You know me?
Well, because I have a career as a scientist, I actually know a bunch of Danes from physics because,
Really?
there's... there's a big theoretical physics group at the Niels Bohr Institute,
Right. Yeah.
which
yeah.
I have visited a couple times over the years. So there's I wonder, there's one guy, actually, I wonder, do you know Holger Nielsen? Do you know this name? I'm not even sure he's still alive. He was pretty old at the time. I was told he was like a kind of a science communicator type in Denmark. And this
Right.
guy, I'm gonna go off here for a second.
Oh yeah.
he-
This man. Yeah.
Yeah. So he is famous for in the field, like he has done some very foundational work in theoretical physics. And by the time I was in physics, he was famous for writing crazy fucking papers. So I'm just going to explain one of his ideas to you because it's nuts. Before the Large Hadron Collider turned on, the big accelerator in Geneva.
Sorry, the Large Hadron Collider.
Oh, that's the one. You know that's true. There were some people making noise about, is it going to create a black hole that destroys the world? And part of the question that he was asking is, well, due to maybe, some kind of cosmic principle, would it basically censor itself from the future? So how can we check that the Large Hadron Collider is not going to, kind of reverse causally stop itself from destroying the world? And he said, we should do the following experiment. Come up with a deck of cards. Take a deck of cards, right? Not playing cards, but just like whatever. And write shit on the cards and commit to doing whatever the card says. So it's actions like go outside, eat a sandwich. One of them is do not turn on the Large Hadron Collider. Take this deck, put as many cards in it as you want. Now shuffle it very thoroughly. Pick out a card at random. If the card you get is do not turn on the LHC, this is evidence for the Large Hadron Collider from the future, like some kind of temporal censorship. Absolutely bonkers idea. No one agreed with it. but he would write shit like this all the time. So he is, and I met him when I went to give talks, and he was, old and loud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brian, did you know that the name Simon means he who listens?
I did not know that.
Isn't
No.
that fortunate?
Do you regret that now? Yeah.
Would you like to change your name?
Yeah. But yeah, I have actually a bunch of Danish friends from physics.
Okay.
Because Denmark, for the size of the country it is, punches way above its weight in terms of theoretical physics.
Yes.
Well, because you have a grand tradition. Niels Bohr is, of course, a very famous person. And I think, sometimes all a country needs is like one super famous guy who changes the face of physics, and then people follow in their footsteps. And for Denmark, that was definitely
speaking
Bohr.
of Niels Bohr, that whole thing feels like a bore.
Wow.
That was a reach, sorry.
My favorite thing about the film Oppenheimer is when Niels Bohr shows up and he has a fucking German accent.
Yes, and he's like, Wasser! Right? And
he's
then
famous
he's
for
constantly
saying,
going, you got bored, right?
Yeah.
And then he walks out. He has a gun, and he goes, "Kch,
And he's
you got
constantly
bored."
spitting on people, grabbing their dicks, shoving people around.
Yeah, his catchphrase is "nutshot, bitch," and then he flicks him in the dick.
Brian, did you do
Yeah.
your peaches?
I didn't.
That
No
was
one
his
asked.
pitch
Oh, for
right there.
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
We're a minute and 42 in.
A minute?
An
I think you mean
hour.
an hour. I'll go through my peaches very quickly. I hate belaboring things, as you know, so let's just get through this. Peach number 1, my first Très Magnifique residency show in Las Vegas is tomorrow, although when
Yay.
people listen to this, it will have been yesterday or the day before this comes out. That's my first peach. Easy. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Peach squeezy, maybe I should say. The second peach is, and so no one could buy tickets for this or anything yet, but with the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe next July, I will be going to Australia and New Zealand. And we're doing a thing over there, probably a bunch of things. I might try to do some Très Magnifique shows, but I'm going to bring the family, and we're going on a big trip to the Southern Hemisphere next summer, so like next July and August. And my final peach is just, I'm happy it's September. I hate summer months. I don't like summer. It's too hot.
Well, we're
Too
locked
sunny.
into that weather until November.
I know. Yes, the weather sucks here. It's still way too hot.
August is like easily the worst month of the year, though, every single time, because it's also like clockwork when the ants come out.
Yes, that is also true. But for weather-wise, like September, no matter how long I've been in LA, which is 10 years now, September feels like it should be colder, and it's still 95 degrees. Sorry, in your terms, it's like 40-something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's way too fucking hot. It's disgusting. But I'm still happy we're out of summer. It's stupid. Why can't we just divide seasons into June, July, August? I don't care about when the fucking sun is doing whatever it's doing. June, July, August is summer. September, October, November is fall. December, January, February is winter. March, April, May is spring. That's it.
Isn't that the case?
No, because it's like fall officially starts on September, 21st or something.
What?
Because that's when the equinox is.
Is this an American thing?
No, this is an astronomy thing.
Are you bullshitting me?
Look, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, look it up.
It's also sort of like how my temporospatial synesthesia works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to go into it further, but the way it makes more sense in my head, the way that I divide it.
Yeah. Anyway, I wish we would just define the seasons the way we all vibe with them, which is in 3-month chunks. So, but I'm happy it's September.
Quarters.
So, yeah, exactly. Simon, thank you for being here. It is always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Brian wasted so much of your time.
Me? No. First of all, if we had a good time together as friends and human beings, is it really a waste? And don't tell me whether you had a good time, because I'm not interested, actually, even a little bit.
Okay.
But
no, I know
if
that you
we
don't.
did, it would not be a waste. And I would never, ever, not in a million years, not in a million billion years, want to waste even one tiny second of
Simon,
any
you are
other
so
human
talented,
beings.
and I
I'm in the
truly
middle
don't know
of
how you
something
do
right now.
that was my one question coming into this episode that I was going to ask you was, how the fuck do you do it? Your turnaround's so quick and your output is so excellent, and finding out you're 26. I mean, wow, the talent and achievement on your front is incredible.
It's really true. I mean, like just the fact that you do what you do so well on the timetable on which you do it and are so easy and fun to work with is
maniac.
Amazing. Yeah.
And you have the
thank you.
dulcet tones perfect for podcasting. So
yes.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy we got to talk about movies, because that's my favorite thing to
Me
do on this
too.
show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is there anything that you would like to plug for people to go check out?
I think I'm going to be really easy and just say go follow me on Instagram. That's the only thing I really use.
Hell yeah.
At Shoocharu. Spell that however you want.
All right, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here on our end. Hey, did you listen to this episode and have to hear a bunch of ads and the Acast jingle? Well, you don't have to do that. For $2 a month, you get access to our entire backlog and the new episodes ad-free, and also video episodes at the $2 tier, which really we shouldn't do. At the $5
I have an
tier...
idea when you're done with this. No, keep going. I hate interrupting
At the
you.
$5 tier, you get a mini-sode every week, which we had a very dramatic Scrabble game this week, because Brian
Kind
and I
of
have been
insane,
playing a
actually.
lot of Scrabble. Yeah, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen happen in a game of Scrabble. So if you want to check that out, patreon.com/late night, support the show. It means a lot to us, and it's just a good deal. So
Here's
What
my
were you
idea.
gonna say?
Here's my idea. What if we did hypothetically,
I thought
when
we
I'm
were done.
introducing, we're getting there.
Release him.
What if, when hypothetically we're teeing up the segments, I do long introductions that then we edit out as a tier or a perk for certain tiers on Patreon.
I think Simon's
Right.
wishing he could opt into that right now.
Holy
So it's
shit.
not, So it's not that they get something extra. It's that they don't get something that nobody
They
wants.
get less. What if it was like, what
That's
if there's
right.
another tier that completely removes Brian's audio track?
Yeah, sometimes the absence of pain is the ultimate pleasure.
Can we,
Well-
okay, Brian, can we just say the project I'm working on for you right now, you don't have to pay me. It's fine.
Okay, well, our managers will be very happy about that.
For
So-
$40 a month, buy Brian's silence. Mm-hmm. We'll see you
I
next
like
week.
that. Yeah. All right, bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Late Night is produced by Brian Wecht and Leighton Gray. Sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/LeightonNight. Follow us on Twitter at @LeightonNight, on Instagram at @Leighton_night, or email us at leightonnight@gmail.com.